Okay, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's WinterhelmGames and we are back with another video. We're still sticking with the Templin Institute reactions. I was doing the Star Trek ones, but I did say I seen like a Warcraft one that they'd covered, so I wanted to look at this. This like from 6 years or so ago. So this is Horde and Alliance, basic rivalry plots. Not the plots between obviously Horde and Alliance being obviously made enemies between each other. So be interested to see their take on this and what's been going on, but obviously this is way before any of the new expansions are out, but it'll be interesting to see what's been said about it. So if you like this type of content, like and subscribe, and you know, there's other reactions on the channels and games as well, so you're free to check them out. Let me know what you like, comment down below. Let's get into it. Always was a big rivalry, but it was a good game. Very good game.
The world of Azeroth is home to innumerable wonders and mysteries. Countless races live across its continents, their histories and stories stretching back perhaps even to the era of the old gods themselves. But Azeroth has become a world defined not by the beauty of its lands or the achievements of its peoples. Instead, it is synonymous with the wars fought between its two great powers. Each conflict has grown in scale and suffering, until now, all of Azeroth has been forced to take a side, divided between the Horde or the Alliance. The Horde in its current state is a confederation based around orcs, trolls, tauren, blood elves, goblins, and even Pandaren and the undead Forsaken. Each sees the Horde differently, as a refuge for outlanders and the downtrodden, an alliance of convenience, a means to a better future, or merely an instrument of vengeance. The former war chief of the Horde, Vol'jin, described it as a family, but it has struggled to restrain the darkest aspects of its nature. Where the Horde is built on necessity, the Alliance is united behind high ideals. Concepts like nobility, justice, and the goal of a fair and peaceful world have united humans, dwarves, night elves, gnomes, worgen, Pandaren, and the Draenei. A sense of brotherhood prevails across the Alliance. When united against a common foe, their resolve cannot be questioned.
I'm always more of an Alliance player than Horde. Horde were always very, well, even I roleplay a lot when I'm on it, but they're very bubble RP a lot in the Horde, and it was kind of destroyed a long time ago, I think, for the most part. There are still about now, but it isn't as big as I find as what the Alliance side is. It's a lot more freedom, a lot more roleplay aspect as well. So I suppose it depends on the realm you're on as well. That also helps.
Yet when viewing the relationship between the Horde and the Alliance, it often seems that each exists only to rival and fight the other. Both sides, whatever their intentions, have come to harbor an inescapable need for vengeance and retribution that has poisoned every attempt at a lasting peace. Instead, each conflict only escalates as the Alliance and Horde attempts to gain some new advantage over the other. The first war, fought roughly 30 years ago, was a conflict between the Orcish clans of Draenor and the human kingdom of Stormwind. This was the first time the Orcs had appeared on Azeroth, and the brutality and suffering they unleashed would sour their reputation for decades to come. The war ended with Stormwind in flames, and human refugees scattered across the northern kingdom of Lordaeron, bitter for revenge. The Second War saw the birth of the Alliance, and men, gnomes, elves, and dwarves smashed the armies of the Horde, despite their new allies in the trolls and ogres. Desperate to end the power of the Horde forever, the Alliance traveled through the dark portal to the Orcish homeworld of Draenor. The resulting conflict shattered the planet, transforming it into the Outland. The surviving orcs on Azeroth were placed in internment camps, only to rediscover their shamanistic roots and unite under a new leader who vowed to create a new Horde. The Third Great War was the largest yet, with the Alliance and Horde battling not only one another, but the demonic forces of the Burning Legion. In a rare example of what could be achieved when old rivalries were cast aside, elements of the Horde and Alliance dealt the Burning Legion a tremendous defeat at the Battle of Mount Hyjal. Azeroth was saved, and demonkind was dealt a blow the likes of which had not been seen since the War of the Ancients 10,000 years before. Despite the revelation that the Burning Legion had manipulated both sides into decades.
Some good storytelling back there by from the Burning Legion onwards was very, very good.
Of war, the cycle of hatred between the Horde and the Alliance continued. Across Azeroth, a cold war prevails between the two powers, occasionally interrupted by periods of open conflict or a temporary truce to deal with new threats that endanger both. A second invasion by the Burning Legion and the return of Deathwing the Destroyer saw the Horde and Alliance unite to accomplish the impossible. Each time, however, old animosities returned, and the scramble for new lands and resources took hold over each side. The greatest tragedy is that should one side ever finally achieve a total victory over the other, they will likely win nothing but a dying world. Wounds inflicted by the Burning Legion have never fully healed, and Azeroth has suffered under cataclysm and war with seemingly no end in sight. If both sides are to have a future, their only hope may be to finally escape the endless conflict that has come to define the existence of the Horde and the Alliance. In Rivalries, the Templin Institute investigates the relationships and conflicts between two or more factions, organizations, or individuals. Rivalries is the second of 4 new pilots we're introducing day by day this week.
Yeah. Short and sweet, but you know, it's very, very good. Warcraft's a very good game. It's one of those ones that can keep giving in terms of every expansion. It has its troubles, like every game, like every company. But you know, so whenever you can get into, it's like anything. When you get into a good film or anything like that, you kind of get lost in the characters and the plot lines and what's going on behind the scenes. And from that, you can try and create in your mind what you would do or what your character would do if you had one in that setting or in that world. And that's why it's easy to try to get into, because if whatever side you choose, or you choose both, to have a look at them in terms of gameplay, the role play, whatever, you can delve into that character and create a backstory, and next thing you have a fully fledged character there that people can engage with, and then you get whispers all the time in game going, here, I love your character's backstory and their history, whether they're from Lordaeron, the kingdom that fell years ago because of the Lich King, or this and that, they're killing his own father and plunging the kingdom into chaos and ruin. And you know, but it's things like that. You get great stories from it. So if you haven't ever seen the roleplay or the gameplay of Warcraft, definitely give it a go. It's due to get a great release or two coming up shortly with Midnight, and then obviously The Last Titan probably in 2026 or so. But there's definitely more good things to come, especially with likes of player housing and things like that. There's more good things on the horizon for Warcraft. So definitely stay tuned. And if you like this video, do subscribe, do like it, share it, comment down below, and keep an eye on the channel for other videos that are coming up, especially for more from the Templin Institute. Star Trek, I'll probably get into some Star Wars ones soon as well. They cover a good lot of things which I'm interested in, so I'm glad this was recommended by one of the watchers on the channel, one of the subscribers. I'd recommend the Templin Institute, so I'm glad to get into it. So enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.